So one side question, just a personal question. So
Yeah.
why not you're building another startup, or maybe not doing a VC or fund at that sort?
Why am I not doing it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of an interesting story. So I've been an entrepreneur since I was, this
Right.
big, and I was, I've always been fascinated by business. I was raised by entrepreneurs. They pulled me out of school to go to meetings, and I think I read my first contract when I was 12 years old. So, so I've always had a fascination with entrepreneurship. I started my first startup really young. I grew. It was a small startup, grew from 0 to 10,000 clients worldwide. I was really young, and so by the time all of my friends were about 30, they started coming to me for advice, and I started getting involved in other businesses, other startups. What I realized was I don't like to be in one startup for too long. I have about a 3-year shelf life before I lose my mind, and I need to be involved in a lot of projects. And so really, because I have this unique skill set where I like to build process, I like design, I like marketing, I understand all the pieces. I like to always look at a business like a machine, and I do understand all the pieces. I've run social media campaigns. I actually have a product design degree. I love process. I love like team building and culture. I've been the CEO. I've been the chief strategy officer. So I am a Swiss Army knife. And I like to plug in at all the different areas. Normally at about the 3-year range, your team is getting bigger. All of a sudden I get to use less of my tools because we have more people on the team, and I start getting really bored. And so I found that getting in at the level of a pitch deck gives me the opportunity to use all my skills, but it also frankly gives me the opportunity to meet the founder, look at the idea, and see if I want to get involved at a deeper level. Have I thought of creating a fund? Yeah, I've actually in some of the companies that I've invested with, I've talked to the founders, and I've said, I'm doing pitch decks. I'm helping startups right now, and at some point, I think we should start a fund. And we've kicked around the idea, and it's something that I'm thinking of doing in a year or two. But right now, I just enjoy the process. I love doing this. I love like getting a new startup client every week and just working through stuff with them and being involved in it and being able to make a lot of impact very quickly. As soon as you have money and you're growing and you're doing things, the ship gets harder and harder to turn. But if I get you at that early phase, I can make a lot of impact really quickly. And that's what I really enjoy doing.